Hi guys, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I'm Alex. I sit in Singapore first time joining and presenting in this session. Since I'm going to be running through 10 slides so quickly, so I'm going to present to you is about our MTR on Androids. Great. So what we intend to achieve with our MTR on Androids is that we felt today one camera is no longer enough given the room equity that we are seeing when we deploy. They are coming in all form and shapes and sizes, right? And what we are observing is that every time when we go to the customer requirement, they have an array of type of meeting rooms. So even when we will go into a meeting, sometimes like, earlier on we were talking about facilitator telling you things, you also need to have rooms to fit to a type of people coming in, right? And so key question is, at the end of the day, we realize that a single room, a single camera is not suffice to support the intelligence and what we are seeing now. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. Great. So AudioCodes, our portfolio, what we have is actually we are not all in one bar. We have developed our Android MTR product as a modular approach. The concept is simple because we believe that we want to lower the total cost of ownership. As you understand, hardware lifespan differs from cameras to mic to speaker and the compute. All right. Now, at the same time, also on Android, we also find that using Qualcomm's the Android chipset tends to be more power efficient. And what we are doing with it is, since we are modular, we also lower the administrative overhead required to manage the hardware. And sometimes, especially when we want to do firmware updates, we just update the compute, and from that compute, it actually stream down to the device peripherals that is connected to it. So the advantage of what we're looking at as a modular approach is that because it is modular, we have the advantage to adapt around the physical room size of the type of cameras or the room, how can we lay it out with the cameras. So next slides, I will explain to you why we use this approach and why we felt that with our bundle, we can position a multi-camera solution approach that is unique to solve the different type of room layouts. As you can see, we actually have two of our models. One, this is a simple RX50, and the other one, which we'll talk more about in our multi-camera approach, incorporating the RX Cam 70. All right, the RX Cam 70 uniquely, actually, I will talk more in the next slide about it. It's actually a single camera with two lenses itself. Great. So today, what's happening when you have a single camera is that it uses multi-sensor to identify intelligently the participant in that meeting room itself. However, that is going to be a challenge if should the view of the camera viewpoint coming to a second participant that is being blocked by the first participant. So sometimes you will not know who would be the participant, right, in that particular meeting room. That is for the case of a single camera. So now typically how we want to do that is, of course, we will want to put in multi-camera to position such that we capture the best layout based on the room size. Again, that will need some intervention to do the setup during that meeting itself. Okay. Now, if there's any question, please feel free to ask at the same time. So let's say now, currently, if you were to look at a situation where you have a large auditorium, right? And if you were to if you look at the top set of the photo, right? The room camera at the top behind the presenter will only be streaming that audience look. At the same time, if you were to have another camera facing towards the stage, which you can see the presenter camera, which is on your left, you can see the layout, you will get to see the presenter. So what we intend to do, with our camera, unlike, how would I say, our presenter tracking, we uses actually visual AI to track the presenter. We don't really use voice tracking from that sense. So later on, we will show to you in the next slide, how do we use this solution. So incorporating our RX200 compute, we are able to actually stitch the two camera lens, the feet, into a single plane, all right, and stream out to the meeting participant. And what is unique in the sense that we have the capability also to insert the presenter camera, as you can see on the lower screen share, within the content share itself. While the room view camera is on the gallery side of views. As you realize that when we start presenting, the gallery view will start coming in and all the presenter become very small. So it's sort of like we are doing it in such a way to be fuss-free, especially when typically users who use it doesn't really want to manipulate and do the configuration settings and like that. If you want to see how it works, actually, my colleague will paste in the chat the video on how it plays out using our dual camera feed. Ole, if you could help me paste in the chat the URL for the YouTube. Okay, I'm running short, left with 2 minutes. Let me quickly run through. At the same time, with our dual lens camera, which I told you, the RX70, right? We are also trying to seek to solve another challenge. If you were to have a single lens sitting at the far end of the room, when it comes in, you will see that the two participants sitting at the far end of the room are very small. We will not be able to visually see the person. And if you were to actually turn on the intelligent frame and you to zoom in, based on a single camera view, the challenge will be the far end person will appear to be blurry. All right. So using what we have with our AudioCodes RX200 and our RX VCam 70, what we seek to address is, what we can do is, since it's a dual lens, we have the capability to zoom in with the front end or the near end of the camera on the speaker, at the same time with the other camera that is on top, which is the PTZ camera. We are able to zoom in to have a higher clarity feed using a dual lens approach. This is our camera feed technology. Again, same thing. I would have another video to showcase on it for you after this meeting, if you want to look at how it works, on the URL from the YouTube. Great, I'm left with 45 seconds. Okay, good. Firstly, of course, our compute we are coming out with will be certified within this quarter, if not earliest end of this month on MDEP, right? And of course, what we intend to do is on that the PMP patch management will be managed centrally, all right? Or to currently, until that date be officially launched, it still can be updated today, our MTR on the TAC itself. And of course, like I said, we seek to comply with the Windows management platform using the Microsoft framework for all the patch management. And with our product certification, of course, we seek to comply to make sure that it complies with Microsoft vision on keeping MTRs on Android based on MDEP platform itself.